Alright, collective, welcome to my channel, Crystal Shadow Work. So this is going to be a Starseed reading for 1212 Portal Gateway Energy. So I've already done one with the magical dimensions. So there's going to be many different readings that are going to be available that you can take a look at with all the different oracle cards and messages. Okay, because this energy has been very draining today. So I'm going to keep them short as we get into the energies. But all I know is the biggest thing is definitely this is the time. I was hearing homeostasis today. They really want a leveling out and finding that inner peace within. So that's really what you're doing. You're purging out a lot of energies that have been blocked within your chakras. And in magical dimensions, we've seen like 5 of the chakra cards came out. So there's a lot of energies that are coming out that are happening for harmonic resolution, for these chakras all being in alignment for ascension, right? So let's see what messages that we have coming out. What's coming in with this portal energy, and we're going to be feeling this energy for the next 30 days, right? This is just the start of it. I just seen 133. So activated earth, power places, ley lines, trust where you're led. Yeah, a lot of this energy that's coming in, it's causing DNA activations, integrations. These energies that are coming in are activating things within you, and being a Starseed Lightworker, you're going to be called to be going to certain places. We're getting the relocation card too up. So a lot of you could be getting moved around at this time. You're going to be getting sent to places that are more in alignment with your vibrational frequency at this time. And on the last reading, I was talking too a lot about how you're going to be pulled away from lower vibrational energies at this time. Like in the past, I've always talked about it as you're going to be ascending and raising your elevation or your vibration, and that you're going to be like rising above this dark energy as we shift over to this 5D energy. And the way I was explaining it in the last reading was they were showing me that for a lot of you, it might not seem as though you're elevating and you're rising up, but you are. But it's more you're being shifted away and you're being pulled away from situations. And by doing that, it's because you are elevating, but it's like you're going to a higher frequency, but it's not like a higher level, if that's if that makes sense. Because it's like these levels, it's like it's vibrational frequency, and it's like if you had like a bubble around you, right? These energies are not going to be able to come in. It's more like you're getting that protection around you is kind of what's happening. So for some of you, there could just be a lot of these blocks where it's like people are not going to be able to have access to your energy. You're not going to be able to have access to their energy. It's like there's going to be like this shield around you, you see? And it's like you're going to be within here and they're not going to be able to come in. And it's like there could be, your spirit team could be blocking them out. Other realms are coming in for protection and guidance. They could be blocking these things out. It's like people that are not for you are not going to be able to have access to. And I was also explaining it, I just looked at my light again. It's just kind of like a light, it's like, how sometimes if you look at a light and it's too bright and you can't look at it because it's so bright, you feel so uncomfortable that you kind of look away from it. It's kind of like that's what people are going to be doing. They're not going to feel comfortable around you. So even if they do come in your energy, they're going to feel so uncomfortable that they're going to leave. They're going to be pulled away. So for a lot of you, that's kind of what's going on. You're being elevated though. So pulse of mothers, slow down, time in nature. They really want a lot of you to go spend time in nature. That's going to allow you to calm down, because as these energies start to come up and be purged out, they can be very chaotic. And I was very surprised that normally the The energies that come through in the gateways for me are very intense, and often on those days I have to stay to myself a lot because I can't handle a lot of normal things because there's so much chaotic, like there's so much energy coming in and so much being purged out and everything that's going on. It's like things are a lot louder than normal, so it's like the energies that I surround myself with can be more and more intense. But what's different though is today I wasn't like that. It was different. It was like today was more it was that finding that time of like peace, right? But it was like I was feeling this relaxing, peaceful energy. That energy is kind of like a lot of reassurance, like everything is fine, like I'm where I'm supposed to be at the moment, I can relax, like just this kind of, I could really feel that I was releasing situations, but it was kind of like a lot of things were coming up, but I was able to release them. Like, yep, well that served its purpose, and it was more like, okay, well, it's kind of like it was like you was getting a lot of the realizations of why things happen, because it's like I was seeing them in different ways. It's kind of like that understanding. It's like maybe you thought somebody was always out to get you, but it's like now you understand that the reason why they were in that energy is because they were so broken themselves that they didn't in fact know what they were doing. It's kind of all they knew. And it's like when you have that piece of information, it allows you to forgive that person or see it in a new light or in a new way. So it's like that's kind of what I was getting a lot today, was a lot of realizations of why certain things are happening, certain people, or maybe for a lot of you, like you're getting awakened to your divinity. You're starting to realize your mission, your path. You're starting to realize why you've attracted certain type of energies, why you've had certain situations and experiences happen for you. So it's allowing you to just release these energies, because this is really important for your light body, for you to be able to integrate this 5D energy, your light body. For you to be able to elevate and raise your vibration, you have to release these dark energies that you may have had deep within. There's been a lot of emotional healing within the child, of inner child woundings that have been coming out. So a lot of that's been going on. A lot of that's going to be able to allow a lot of repressed rage and anger to get released, and a lot of feelings. But you need to know this very beautiful, peaceful energy, and a lot of it's coming in through throat portal activations, chakra. A lot of it's turning out to, it's like, well, maybe you couldn't express yourself, or you had these feelings of abandonment issues or insecurities, so you weren't able to express yourself because of these woundings. But now that you're empowering yourself and you're releasing these, it's allowing you to express your emotions and feelings at this time, and kind of it's liberating you and setting yourself free. So there's this very powerful throat chakra activation that's going on, and I was feeling very guided to the blues. Okay, watching this reading alone, picking up on a lot of the blue symbolism and the cards and things like that can activate things too. All right, so a lot of you are going to be feeling these energies coming in, right? Or you can be getting guided to certain things, certain people. You're definitely going to be coming together, and it's very beautiful that then I'm looking at the star family card, and I called in my star family to help with this reading as well. So this is definitely confirmation letting me know that they're here. But you guys are going to be coming into an alignment with your star family, your soul family, your like-minded souls and individuals, because you're on that vibrational frequency, and you guys are going to be matching each other and coming together. So that's very beautiful. It says you're part of a team of souls, call and support. So you can definitely call and support at this time. So that's beautiful. Let's get some more cards here. Ooh, look, the weight of the world, boundaries, letting go, and it's not yours to carry. So you're definitely going to be setting a lot of boundaries for yourself. And part of that is getting that throat activation, right? Claiming your power back. You're going to stop giving things away to people. Stop letting people use your time, your energy, taking your energy from you, leaving you depleted. For a lot of you, you could just be surrounding yourself by these energies, and they could be draining from you. It's not always intentionally them, like you may think them taking it. So trust where you're being led, because some of you are being guided away. Some of you are being guided to certain places that you're meant to go. because of the energy that's coming in, that you're going to help with the anchoring it to the planet, especially those of you that are light keepers. So you're definitely going to be getting new perspectives, and they want you to very much surrender anything to the void that you don't understand. Because some of the things, it's like you're not going to understand them in the moment. You're going to understand them later on. I just seen 10 on the clock. And that's why it's like, okay, I'm getting a lot of message out. I'm channeling. Okay, hold on. So that was associated with the 10. So for a lot of you, the 10 of Swords, 10 of Cups, a lot of you, like in the tarot readings, a lot of the readings I've been doing, and I've been seeing other readers as well. And I've been noticing I've been seeing 10 a lot this past year. For a lot of you, it's like you may have been with your twin or in a karmic situation and having some sort of attachment that was blocking it. For others of you, you were in separation, okay, from your twin because you needed to close out a karmic cycle, right? So you could have attainment, integration, union. And it's like they're making it aware to you. It's like for some of you, you might have been resentful, like, well, why did I waste my time in this situation? You know, and I often say that people, you need to understand that your karmic relationships and situations, like you really have to release everything and you have to be happy. Basically, you have to know that these situations, these relationships that you go through, you could never have union with your twin or higher vibrational soulmate if you didn't learn some sort of karmic lesson. So it's basically like all of the soulmates that you have before, your divine lover, your forever after, they're all stepping stones. And it's like without them, you wouldn't get to where you were meant to be with who you were meant to have this highest version of love in your life, because they teach you these lessons. So when you can be grateful and thankful for those situations and those lessons that you've learned them, because you give them with gratitude as a lesson learned, and you made it through and you found your path, your mission, whatever that this lesson taught you. When you learn to let go of the feelings associated with it, and you start to be grateful and thankful that it put you on your path, that's the kind of perception they were giving me as I was saying that. Is it's like you change your perspective. Instead of saying things like, well, why did this happen to me? Like, this happened for me. I'm grateful this happened for me. And it's like, if you've ever been in those situations where you're like, wow, you really see that maybe you were being narcissistic. I know in the past I look at how I was. I'm like, I was a handful. Like, oh my gosh, my emotions were all over the place. I didn't know how to show love. I didn't know how to receive love. Like, I'm very grateful and thankful that I didn't come in alignment with my forever after then, or I would have destroyed it, right? And it's kind of like that's what happens, is you are protected from things until you learn these lessons, right? And some of you get stuck in these lessons, and some of you learn them, but you don't let go of the emotions and the feelings. You hang on to them, whether subconsciously or not. Maybe you're hanging on to them like within your chakras. So that's why it's really important to let go of these things and to release and to love yourself, right? So, like I said, for a lot of you, it's just simply getting some perspective. And for some of you, some of these things, like there's things that's happened in my life where I'm like, oh, there's no reason whatsoever why that should have happened. You know, like, I don't care how bad, you know, and things like that. But at the time, I didn't understand, well, I'm clearing out a lot of karmic debt, not just for that I've done, not just that my family's done, this world, and this is definitely somebody that is like a grid worker like I am, because you're being called to certain places, so you heal certain places by being there. So when you're guided to certain places, you're taking in the negative elements that are surrounding that area. You're taking in the toxic, basically, energy that was put within that environment. And I'm getting a message out, some of you, it's like the place that you're at, you are meant to heal it. And that's why there was a lot of situations and chaos. And now that it's healed, it's time for you to be relocated somewhere else. And it's like, so for some of you, like you're like, oh, well, this makes no sense. Like, why was I sent there to then have to move? It's like, because some of you were sent somewhere for a mission, right? And some things needed to be done there. And now you're being moved. And like, you may not understand it at the reason, or I don't know why I'm mixing up my words here, but that's where you surrender to the void. You just accept, like, okay, well, that happened. Now I'm being realigned somewhere. better, right? And then maybe once you move, maybe then you're going to realize what in fact was the lesson that you needed to learn there and things like that. So that's why you just surrender things. You surrender the feelings, you let them go. Because you know that you have a divine life path and purpose, and you're always being led and guided, right? So baby steps is coming out to action. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. And that's so you don't go against what your mind doesn't have a chance to talk you out of something. You need to go off of what you feel first. Like if you feel first that, all right, I need to move, then you need to move, right? So take the little steps of start to figuring it out, right? Maybe you start packing or you start looking for a new home, right? Whatever those little steps may be for you. But see, where the mind would talk its way out of it is it would be, well, no, I'm locked into a contract. I just moved 6 months ago. I did this. You see what I mean? Where that's where we get the money in there and the 3D and the logic that we've been taught that makes sense and safe moves and all of that. But like I said, some of you may have literally been sent to some chaotic energy, a place where there was a lot of destruction, maybe a lot of trapped lost souls, or a lot of very negative energy, and just by you being there you transmuted the energy, or you absorbed a lot of the toxic energy and you released it. But now that's not going to be a place where you're going to be able to manifest, or a place that you're going to be able to have this next leveling up. Right? You did what you were supposed to there. So it's like by you being there, you're in fact trapped and stuck because you're being called to move somewhere else. And now it's like you're getting a leveling up. It's like, what if you were holding on to something that would be keeping you down in low vibration, where you're not able to attain your missions, your passions? But you can be moved right into an area where you're going to have your soul family, your soul friends, new opportunity, things like that. So you need to know that you're being leveled up wherever you're being guided to go. That's why you have to just trust what you're feeling. Okay, so I remember soul plan, the fated life versus the destined life. You guys are going to start remembering. You're going to have what's called cellular memory happening too, I'm hearing. And that's where it's like certain things are going to get triggered within you. It's kind of like deja vu in a way, but it's not within the mind. It's like you're going to recall things through certain vibrations. And like maybe when you go certain places, it's one of those where it's not like you get a vision or you remember being there, but it's like your body knows, or something. Or maybe you're going to be doing something and it's going to unlock some sort of talent, skill, or ability, right? There's something that's going to be getting triggered here. Trust the timing and trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. That was an energy too I was seeing last reading this. Somebody very strongly was feeling like they got to work very fast. They're going to miss out on opportunity if they don't make movement, if they don't, because you have this strong energy of wanting to take action and passion and leveling up, and this energy that comes in, it's like a breath of fresh air. And this energy that comes in is so relieving too, because we're releasing 1800 and 1811, and it's so it gets you where you're like, all right, I want to pursue this. I want to go after this. But this is also the time where you're supposed to be leveling out. And they want you in that energy of finding peace. So you manifest what you desire. And for some of you, the timing, you have to trust the timing, because some situations are being materialized and created for you. Okay. So they want you to surrender to the sweetness of life, pleasure and joy, and make love to life. They want you to love yourself, your environment. They want you to really open up your heart at this time, because a lot of you are as though you're starting to feel these energies come in. You're still purging and you're letting things out. And they don't want you to miss situations and opportunities. We have the cosmic heart here, devotion, potency, and making a life of a moving prayer. It's like for some of you, you could feel as though like, you know what, I'm walking away from all people that are holding me back, right? That are blocking me, like I was saying, to create those healthy boundaries. But for some of you, maybe some of your divine lovers at this time are also clearing out those energies and purging those energies from them, so that way they can get that homeostasis energy then, right? Well, what if you see them in that intense energy of this portal energy, so you walk away from them and you cut them off because you see what I mean? That's why they really want you to just take some time, really assess things that are going on around you, within you. Find this peace, this calmness within you, and start co-creating, right? Just start loving you, because you don't need to have worry. You need to find happiness within. You need to see beauty around you. You need to get in this beautiful energy, and then you're going to know what's for you. So cosmic ancestors is here. Seed the light by staying grounded. So they definitely want you guys to be grounded. You are seeding the light here. You're taking in so much divine intelligence and guidance. And definitely I'm hearing, again, go outdoors, and that's how you definitely ground yourself. Doing different things. For some of you, I was told too, like, you need to tell yourself, you need to be more aware of, this sounds silly. Okay, because this doesn't happen to everybody. But it's definitely a message for me, because I get it. It happens to me, so it may happen to you. But it's like you're playing a lot in the realms, okay? And you could get lost a little bit in finding your way back. And you know you're messing around in the realms and stuff a lot. When you're losing track of time, you're noticing differences in time, and then when you come back, things are different. They're distorted a little bit. You are seeing things differently. Your equilibrium could be off. But what I'm getting at is you need to ground yourself more. You need to pay more attention. You need to find ways to say things to yourself, to know what's here and now. Know when you're in the here and now. Not just by time. I know I would do a lot of looking at the time, the date. My phone, I would use a lot of it as it. You need to find more things in the physical. Kind of like in the movies, what you see, like maybe before you start going through the realms, like do things like maybe like go put for instance, like my phone, like I always know my phone is like a big thing that I go to or whatever. Always like put your phone like in a certain place, or maybe like if you wear a lot of jewelry or whatever, like take it off and put it with your phone. Okay, so then it's like when you know that you're done traveling, going through the realms, doing different things, that when you come back you see what you left before you started. Okay, so that way you're not getting lost. Not everybody's going to understand that reading, but that's for somebody, okay? All right, so, but there's also a lot of energy that's coming in to this, through these portals and these gateways, that you could be having different vibrational things happening, different feelings happening, ascension symptoms and all that. I don't like to get into all of that, because if you have things that are worrying you, then go see a doctor, because I can't give, medical advice and things like that. But there are very much different symptoms that could be happening, and the traveling through the realms, also traveling all sorts of stuff like that, and quantum leaping and all sorts of stuff can make different feelings and stuff happen. You'll know if you're starting to dabble and starting to do these things. Not everybody has these abilities and gifts. Some of you do. If you do, you're going to understand what I'm talking about. All right, so jumping in, Andromedan energy, adventure, say yes to change. So you just need to know to go with the flow. Take your adventure. You're not alone. Isolation, connection, community, right? Empathic starseed. A lot of you are absorbing energies that are surrounding you. Seeing potential, bringing your consciousness to light. A lot of you, look in the portal card. Doors are opening. You decide. Rewards, wild card. I don't know why, I just felt so I kept going off the bottom. I guess they had these cards prepared and ready. So, seeing potential, bringing consciousness to light. You guys are just going to be getting like a lot of memories. It looks like another portal here. See, this is somebody that's traveling lit. This card's really washed out with the light. It's very light. But if you look at it, she's looking at a mirror, right? And the mirror is showing illusion. And it's kind of like Um, it's reminding me of like Alice through the looking glass and through the mirror. For some of you, you can do mirror magic too. And scrying and things like that. Looking into mirrors, you can go into the realms. Um, I just think very significant with the mirrors and reflecting. For some of you, you can just do this with certain items. You might not even be aware that you're doing it. Um, Things that are reflective. I'm picking up a lot of this. I was doing it with the crystal the other day. There's this reflective. So things that are reflective, you may think of it as you're just you might feel like as though you're like meditating because you're quieting your mind down, you're focusing on this, and you kind of come off as though you're in a meditative state when you're doing this. And you're assessing different different realms. You're getting guidances and messages and things, and you're bringing them back. What message are you trying to get? See it, but you're absorbing. Some of you, you're absorbing things that aren't yours. You need to very much be mindful of releasing what's not yours. But I'm getting very much you're absorbing when you're traveling. When you're traveling. For some of you, it's like, yeah, you need to be careful because entities, things like that, definitely are trying to attach themselves to you. You just need to do better at cleansing your energy, your space, your environment. You need to try to be more just more mindful of who's surrounding you and your energy when you're in these states too. But anyways, energetic sovereignty. I was trying to set other messages. We have serious energy, bringing harmony and balance too. There's so many beautiful souls that are coming together. Look, the new earth, it's happening. Keep holding the vision. We have Orion energy here too, this polarity, conflict, and karmic relationships. A lot of karmic relationships are getting revealed at this time. Like I said, a lot of them are within family, friends. This was all part of these awakenings and these messages. Longing for home, homesick for the stars. Wow, somebody's feeling lost. That's why, one of the first cards is your soul family. They're here with you, they're guiding you. You can ask for their support, their guidance, their messages. We've got a lot of energy here. There's so many different star I was going to say star systems. I'm getting star ancestors. A lot of you just you've got so much galactical like assistance and guidance available to you. You just have to ask for support. Right as I look at, you're not alone. Isolation, physical connection, community. Remember I was telling you guys, like, you need to isolate yourself a little bit more when you're wanting to get this guidance and travel. Even though you might not realize you're doing it. Maybe that's why you might need to do this when you're more in time, when you're alone. A lot of you are like you're tapping into your like your past lives. So a lot of you, it's like you're going very deep, looking for messages, looking for guidance, looking for like where you came from, where you've been. You're trying to like learn the lessons that you needed to. It's kind of like you're trying to find your blueprint, you know? It's happening for growth, but it's also happening for you to be able to release, for you to purge, for you to surrender. Because I seen the card where it said don't micromanage, micromanaging the universe, my will to thy will, breath of the cosmos. You definitely need to be in the here and the now. Somebody's just searching for so much, like guidance, messages, just wanting to know so much where they've been from, where they're going. See this, soul memories and gifts. You've done this before, lost lands. See, this reminds me of like Atlantean, Lemurian times underwater. Big picture thinking, Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired ideas. See, they're losing your grip. See, addictions, let God in, coping mechanisms. See how they're like lost. See, to me, this is like souls that are lost. Like I was saying, some people are having trouble finding their way back. They're feeling lost. Earth school, life lessons, soul growth. You've got the love. Look at all this energy. Hadean energy, Palladian energy, Sirius energy, Orion energy, Andromedan energy. See, there is oh my goodness, there's definitely something going on. Like, look at all these energies. This is so powerful. There's 7 different. Why am I at a loss for words? Like, I don't even know what to say. Just everybody coming together to help with this integration, to help Earth, to help. There's so many star seeds, so many star families. It's like all of this energy. It's all protecting and guiding, and there's so much beautiful things happening with this leveling up. Birth as a portal. We are the Hathors. Lifting the veil. The veil's been lifted. You know, and that was where I got too. It's basically like there's not even a veil anymore. It would make sense that it's like it's just like it's just like, see, look, questioning everything. Anything unaligned must go. It's like whatever there was this veil protecting Earth from being able to, like, it's like it's open now and everybody's able to come here and help. It's like there was too much dark, dense energy for it was almost like a protection for them, for our star family. It's like, or us Starseeds had to level up for us to be able to receive their galactic guidance messages, transmissions, for us to feel their energy. It's like maybe they couldn't come in till a certain time frame. Earth needed to go through something. It needed to level up. Something to do with the vibration needed to rise before our galactic beings could come in. And they're all, look, I mean, I can't even say they're all here. There's so many, but I've never seen this many out in a reading before. There's so much help coming in. See, and it's like the veil's like it's not blocking them anymore. And maybe that's why whoever I'm talking to, like, you're traveling out now, and you don't have this. It's like maybe you couldn't access this before, but now you're going right through, right through realms, dimensions, portals, and you're not knowing how to come back. Because, I don't know. This is such a strange reading. Look, star family, again, call and support. You're part of a star family. It's such a strange reading. Like, normally, like, I'm just really wowed. This is very powerful. I don't even know where to go from here. That's why I'm just, wow. Okay, there's just so much. Anyways. I'm going to leave this reading here. Take it however you feel it fitting for you guys. Definitely check out more readings. I'm going to pick up tomorrow, though. I really need to just, like, there's been a lot of stuff brought to my attention. I'm definitely going to talk with my star family about this reading and the messages. I feel like, too, that's why there's just, there's so much that different energies. Like, I don't even know who to call and what messages to go from. So I'm going to receive more guidance on this. And do another Starseed reading tomorrow. I'll probably talk about this reading and tie this one in. Let you know what messages that I receive. And they keep letting me look at the energy card. Energy, I was here to do the elementals. There's going to be more messages. More things are going to be happening within our planet, within Earth. People are going to realize, they're going to start to see what is going on. Everybody's going to start to be aware that this planet's elevating and that all starseeds are rising. Yeah, help is coming. Synergy is here. I just heard there's major leveling ups and things happening. Alright guys, so I'm going to leave this reading here. I'm saying love and light to all of you. Definitely check out more readings tomorrow. I hope this reading made sense for whoever it was for. It's not for everybody, but like I said, I'm going to have many different 12/12 readings at the time I'm done. Alright guys, love and light to all of you. Bye.